Guys, I'm still waiting for my students, so I'm so sorry if this recording I paused earlier, you know, because there is nothing here except me, so I don't know how to conduct my class if there's no students that I will teach. Check, 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 check. Hello, Alicia. Hi, welcome back. So, why are you late, Alicia? What's happened?
I'm
What
not
happened
feeling
to you?
good.
What?
I'm not feeling good.
Oh, are you sick?
Yeah.
So, you want to continue this learning or you can for today? You cannot.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Wow. Appreciate your spirit, Alicia. I hope you know, create an example of you for me. Okay, Alicia. So, did you remember what our learning of last week? It's sorry, at the Monday. Did you? What we talk about?
Buat ini apa yang game itu.
By the way, what? How do you feel right now? I mean, what is your disaster?
Hmm,
Are you
Gimana?
cold?
Oh, ya.
Oh, it's just like the other students. I hope you yeah get well soon, Alicia.
Thank you.
Okay, so in at the Monday we have talked about inheritance. That's the specific topic of OOP or object-oriented programming. Today we'll continue all of, yeah, I think from today you will implement all of the things that you have learned, all of the theoretical aspect that you have learned to implement all of that in a game. And then, yeah, today's lesson we call as a pass clicker game part one because it's too many if we combine it from part one into part two. So let's do it by part one first. But before I go into there, do you have question for me for our last meeting?
Hmm,
Have you done with your task? No?
Masih
Alex, what?
belum.
Not yet. Oh, I'll explain my solution or you want to figure it out by yourself? Ah, yeah, you can still, you can keep your mic open uh, just to make your life easier. You wanna see my solution or you want to figure it out? Mm-hmm. Uh, I couldn't hear you. Excuse me,
Sure.
Alicia. No?
Sure.
Sure for oh, you wanna see my solution? Okay. So here we go. So this is the solution of what we have learned in here. I mean, this is not exactly the solution maybe you have the other person, so it's completely fine and I appreciate that. Okay, so earlier we should create the hero class, and yeah, we have done with that. And then the warrior class, yeah, I figured it out that maybe the warrior will be like this based on the instruction. We have to we have to create the what the introduction of the warrior with a condition. This one. Wait, where? This one. So program the warrior and dragon draft classes. For these classes, you can come up with your own properties and methods. But if being guided by simple is more convenient with for you, then below blah 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 blah. And then this one. Hello method displays information about the first character's appearance in the game if the value of the new property is true. We know that as the default value of the self.new is true, so we just need to say if self.new, which one? If self.new, it means if true, so please do something like this. And then we have to make the self.new false. And then the else, it means the self.new, yeah, false, then we should do something like this. Okay? And then, yeah, add the attack method. This is just a text description of the character. So I just, yeah, I just do it like this, self.name, fearlessly punch on enemy.name. The point outcome for self.name, self.print, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, it's almost same. I mean, the warrior class and the dragon class, there is no difference here. But based on the instruction, we have to create these two classes. So I create this one and then both of them is inherit from hero class. And then yeah, there's nothing different here. Hello and hello. The difference is just from the name. This is for create your hero object, and then this one is for the enemy object. Okay. And then let's say I after we create all of these stuffs, let's do it by the object. I rename my object with, yeah, the object name. I mean, the variable name is knight, and then it's coming from warrior class. And then the name of the object is your name. And then this one is the stop 50, 25, and 20 will be the health, armor, and the power. Okay. And then print health to T good night knight.name, because yeah, the name is knight. I mean the variable name is knight, and then say that yeah, this is just to make it fun. So answer, you are in the hell. Are you ready to go? Yeah. If your answer is yes, so yeah, I forgot to use that lower in here. So let's use that lower. If your answer is yes, so play is equal to true, and then this is should be printed out. And then yeah, if the your answer isn't a yes, maybe I don't know, maybe we should do something like this. Yes is equal to definitely, or yeah, like that, blah blah blah. Okay. And then to make our life easier, let's make the all of the enemies into a list like this. Okay, so I have an empty list, and then I create yeah, many objects here, 4 objects exactly. It's coming from warrior and dragon. And then Peter, Sergio, Monchong, and Saruput. Then I called the dragon. And then yeah, we have to append it into our list. And then this is the most important part, is the while game, the while loop. So while the play is equal to true, we have set the play in here. We should do enemies branded. Why we should do something like this? The first one, the enemies, is a list, and then Remember that if you want to grab a list, so you have to use the index number. And then the index number that we know is from 0 until, of course, len enemy minus 1. Okay? And then enemy.hello, let's say hello, and then enemy.print info. The question is why we should use enemy.hello. Why it's not hero.hello? Because the hero, yeah, in here. So the hello for the hero is in here. It means that we just need to program the enemy. But if you do not take this hello in here, so you should add it in here before the enemy.hello. And then print information about the enemy. And then we have to create a variable, join the point, yes or no. If yes, dot lower, forget about that. And we should, yeah, this is to make it more interested. We can use randit. I mean, if from 1 and 0 and 1 is equal that I have 1 on there, so the first spider will be the knight, and then the second will be the enemy, and then the else it's reversely enemy and knight. And what will happen? So this is what will happen. So if you I mean, based on the random function, if I get 1, so the first spider is my knight or the hero. It means that it will do the strike first, okay, into the enemy. But if else, I mean, it's 0, so the enemy will attack the hero first, okay. And then, yeah, this is really funny. I mean, yeah, we can check alive for that. So if animated check alive, what is check alive in here? So check alive is a function that we have created in here. So if will alive, if the health greater than 0, and else is, yeah, it will die. So if enemy that check alive is false, it means, yeah, the dragon or the enemy health is less than 0. So we have to save this one, and then we have to remove it from our list. And then also for the knight, okay. And then if all of the list, I mean, all of the enemy list, all of the uh enemy in the list is 0, so yeah, the play should be false, and then this is at the end of our fighting. I think that's all, Alicia. So, do you have question for this? And I will give you. Maybe you wanna. This is just for reference your code. But you can, of course, you can innovate that. Maybe you wanna add something that's really interesting. It's completely depends on you. Okay. Blah blah blah. New hero skill warrior affairs. Okay. Defeater. High level. Yes. Alicia fearlessly punched on Peter. The point outcome for Alicia, health level, and so on and so on. Okay, Alicia, Peter died by hand of Alicia. Wow, you're great, Alicia. Great warrior. Okay, Alicia, that's all. Do you have question?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all. Now let's talk about the pass clicker game. So we have learned about first one function, and then data structure, and it's not just a numerical or string data type. We have a list, a boolean, and then we have a tuple dictionary. And also the most important part, I mean, the combination all of the theory inside the theory is classes. So we have learned about classes. The main question is why we should learn all of it. So the real implementation of that is when we create the project. And then let's start the project by create a game. And then the game name, the name of the game is Pass Clicker. What is the goal of this game? So we will create something interested like this, Alicia. Okay, you will see the label click, and the label, yeah, move randomly. and we have to click on there. If you do not success to click the label, so it will be, yeah, give you red sign like that. And then if you success to click the label itself, so it will be green. And then at the end of the day, you will see the timer. I mean, you will count yourself in a timer, and then you have a point in here. The question is how we can create all of this. This is look very simple game, but the code, it's not really simple. I mean, we have to maybe, if this is your first time, yeah, it will be mind blowing. But yeah, that's the truth. Okay, so we cannot. First one, I want to disclaimer that we cannot do all of this in one lesson. So we have to split the lesson into two parts. So for the first part, we have to we have to create this one first. This is the main part, and then later, maybe if you want to add this stuff, it's fine. But if you don't, it's also fine. But I recommend you to add that, because that's not the important part. It's not about you add something, but you have to understand how you how to add something, and how you can connect the logic behind it. That's the main part of coding, I guess. I think. Okay. So what we need to create this game. Okay, here we go. So based on what we have in our platform, we have planning work, and this is nice if you want to try it. It's just like mind map. Do you know what is mind map, Alicia? Do you know what is mind map?
I know.
You have what did you what did you write? What did you write at your mind map, on your mind map? Your dream or something like that. I have a mind map, nice mind map, and you know, I cannot show you, but it's in my room. That's about my dream. Yeah, just for your information that we have planning work, and then this is for planning your project, and then this is nice. But I personally uh used this one, Microsoft to-do list, because this is, I think, it's simple but really great for me. But yeah, many we have maybe different types, so it's completely depends on you. But this is what our platform over you. Okay, so this is the general main map of this game. First, the name of the game is Fast Clicker, and then it will consist of a formalization stop, and then functionality. And then the formalization, it composed of sprite card, and then colored of rectangle of this, and then we have to in inscription, and then uh, the formalization also, we have to create statistic counters, and then elapsed time, point score, and then final letter. Maybe if this is optional, but I think this is great. We can add the label you want if you raise the victory, and then we can also create time is up if you lose the game. And then based on the functionality, it's, yeah, click on the click card with a click. Of course, it means that this is will be the hint of that. And then even the click an empty card, this is will be the hint of that. Today's lesson is we are going to create the main game sprite, that is the card. Okay, so this is the general goal. You'll learn about creating games using Pygame, remember how to create classes and use them, and then program the game template with a background and card sprites. So I think I do not need to explain to you about classes, because I think you've understood about it. Do you, Alicia? Or I have to explain to you again? I have no idea.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Alicia. It will be, make our time more efficient. Okay, creating games using Pygame. So what is Pygame? That's the main part. That Pygame is a library used to create games, and Pygame has many modules with ready-made tools, of course, just like handling in a game events, handling external events, configuring game's timer, and configuring the game GUI and sound effect. But in this game, we do not need to use this, and many more. Just like you can add animation and also sound effect, and then many more. And how we can connect with Pygame. Lucky for us, we do not need to install anything in here. So we just need to say in your workspace, you just need to say import Pygame. This is will connect you to the library Pygame. Okay, Pygame library. And this is wrong interpretation. So because we will use our platform, so it's not uh yeah, I don't know how to say. Itu belum mengaktifasi. Okay, it has activated the all of the features yet. So this is a wrong interpretation. So this is just for connecting you to Pygame, this comment. Now, what else? What do you think each concept means, and show the parts and the game scene in the screenshot of the game. So based on this one, if we analyze it with a gamer perspective, game developer perspective, excuse me, we have, yeah, of course, we will get this thing. The first one, oh, I have a box like this. In gamer game developer perspective, we will call it as a scene. And we have also this stuff. Okay, what is that? We call it as the sprite. And in if we talk with the classes perspective, so it called as an object. Okay, all of this is object. All of this is object, and this is object also. Now, what's matter? So why we need to know about this, and then why we have to analyze it to make it just like Alicia itu nanti tahu bahwa oh ini tuh bagian-bagiannya ini loh. Jadi kalau jadi seorang the game developer itu memang harus ya tahu dengan detail ini yang akan saya tambahkan, ini yang akan saya tambahkan. Oke? Okay? And then what's matter? If you want to see this nice game, you cannot you will not see it if you do not use the while loop. I mean that while is working behind the scene, but if kalau tidak ada while itu nanti nggak akan bisa terlihat gamenya seperti ini. Jadi while itu juga diperlukan. Nah sekarang gimana cara membuat yang pertama scene-nya mungkin? Oke, okay? So something we have to know is saya jelaskan dulu teorinya ya. Karena saya takut nanti akan banyak misunderstanding, Alicia. So I think you need to focus on my explanation first. So this is something that you have to know first, Alicia. Yeah, if we talk about math, so in general, math has 0, 0 in really the middle of the canvas, right, Alicia? But if we talk about Pygame, so the 0, 0 it's not on the middle, but it's on top left corner. That's the beginning of 0, 0. Okay? So what is that meaning, Mister? So yeah, for the x-axis, I think there is no difference with the general coordinate Cartesian in general, but the y will be different. What is the difference? The difference is the y based on mathematical aspect. So if you go up and up, so the y will be increased. Ya, jadi y-nya akan semakin besar, bigger and bigger, besar dan lebih besar lagi. Tetapi kalau di dalam Pygame, the y-axis will bigger if you go down and down, Alicia, it means that this is the zero, and then if you go and go, it will be bigger and bigger. Okay, bukan ke atas. There is no something on the above. Okay, Alicia, that's something that you have to know. Okay, and then how we can create that scene? First one, we have to initiate or activate, excuse me, activate all of the features in Pygame because we have not used Visual Decode yet. We will use that in the next module. So in our platform, it cannot the Pygame cannot be used if we do not initiate or activate all of the features. And then how we can activate it? We can use this command pygame.init. And then after that, this is the simple one. How to create the screen itself? We can use this command pygame.display.set_mode. And then this is for the width 500 pixels in pixels, comma 500 for the height. Okay, in pixels also. Okay, width comma length, excuse me, yeah, or height. And then if you want to fill the screen with a certain color, you can use window.fill, and you have to mention the color. Now what is the rule for add the color? The rule for add the color is red, green, and blue color channel. So maybe you have heard about this, have you, Alicia? Red, green, and blue, or RGB color channel. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how you can add the color. It's not like you mention the color directly. No. Okay. We have to use RGB color. And if I recommend you, you can visit this one, color hunt. This is nice website to choose your color in here, and it's with its palette, so you can make something nice in your color. Okay, what else? And if you do something like this and then you run the code, there is, yeah, nothing will happen. Why? Because there is no loop. Okay, so if you want to see what the output of this one, you have to use loop of that. And then loop itself need two objects, excuse me, two variables. First one, the time dot clock variable, and then second one is we have to update all of the changes that our game creates. Okay, so this one and this one we need. And then how we can set it? We can, oh, there is, here we go. Pygame.display.update clock.tick, and I'll explain to you directly. Oops. This is for the planning, Alicia. You can try on here later. And then I will go to here. I'm done with the project, but I will explain to you how to create it from scratch. Not all, because we will, yeah, our time isn't enough if I create from scratch. Okay, first one, what should we do? You have to connect with Pygame, use import Pygame. And then, as I said earlier, this all of the features isn't activated, so we have to activate it by pygame.init. Okay, there is no double underscore, it's not class. Okay, isn't like class. And after that, Alicia, yeah, let's create the object of the screen, and I rename it by screen. The command is pygame dot display dot, oops, excuse me, set underscore mode, parentheses, parentheses, and this is whatever you want. It's depends on you. And I want to fill my screen with a certain color with this one, screen.fill underscore, what do you want? Maybe I want to use Yeah, let's use random color maybe. From random, import everything, and then random color is equal to randit from 0 until 255, comma randit from 0 till 255. Okay, and then I just need to say random color. And if I run this code, nothing will happen, Alicia. Why? Because there is no loop in here. So what should we do? First, we need to create the while loop using this command. While true, pygame dot display dot update. And we need to use the clock dot tick. This is to determine how many thickness you have in your game. What is thickness? This is like how smooth your picture or how many frame per second that you want your game uh, uh your game to run each iteration, of course. Let's use 60. This is nice. And the more you add for the tick, so the memory consumption is also more. I mean, be careful of this because yeah, it's simple, but your memory storage will be have an impact for that. Okay, so clock the tick. But first, let's create the clock itself in here. Clock is equal to pygame dot time dot clock. Okay, everything's set up now. Now, if you run your code, you will see something like this. Boom. And each time you run, because we are using randit in here, so it will be different. Okay, Alicia? Okay. Now, do you have question?
Um, itu yang di
Iya,
screen
yang mana?
itu,
Uh-huh. This one?
ya, itu 500 itu gimana nentuinnya?
Oh yeah, this one is 500 and then this one is 500. Nah, tapi di sini nggak kelihatan. Jadi ini custom dari platform. Jadi meskipun kita setting seperti ini nggak kelihatan maksud saya. Ya, tapi akan kelihatan sih kalau kita begini ya. Ntar maximize this one and then you will see. Oh, nggak kelihatan juga ternyata. Ya, nanti kelihatannya di PS Code ya. Cuman di sini memang di settingnya seperti ini. Oke, Alicia?
Oke,
Anything else?
enggak.
Do you...
Ya.
Okay, now your turn. Let's create this one first, Alicia, before we go into the create a class, label class, and then many steps more. Okay, your turn. I'll guide you, of course. Wow. Oh, belum buka. Ini ya. Ini perencanaannya ya. Ah, ini juga. Yang di lesson. Nah, number 5. It's number 5. Okay. So, first one, connect to the Pygame. Let's get started. From. From lagi. We cannot use from Pygame import everything in here, Alicia. That's what I want to explain to you. Yeah, we know that how to connect with a module, we have different three different way. First one, we can use from Pygame import everything. Second one, from Pygame import particular modules, and then third one import pygame. We only can use one way in here, import pygame. Okay, import pygame, Alicia. Oh, you wanna read the instruction first? Okay. Import pygame. You wanna use random also? No, yeah, I get. And activate all of the features using pygame.init. Parenthesis. Oh, it's one, it's enough. Okay. After that, let's create your window or screen or whatever you want to say. Screen is equal to pygame.display.set underscore mode. Display dot set underscore mode. And then one more. Okay. And then the width and the length or the height. 250, 250. Okay. After that, you wanna fill your screen with a color. Okay, color. Rand it. Zero. Nilainya itu dari 0 hingga 255 ya. Setiap colornya itu rednya 0 sampai 255, greennya 0 hingga 255, bluenya 0 hingga 255. Jadi 0,255 di situ, Alex. You know what, Alicia?
What?
Uh, the parenthesis. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. You can continue this first. And the parenthesis. I mean, the first one, the rendered 0,255 parenthesis, and nah, that should be at the last. You're right. Now you can fill your screen with uh screen dot fill. Okay, with color, of course. Uh-huh. Kenapa, Alicia? What's wrong?
Nggak apa-apa.
Nggak apa-apa ya. Oke, Alicia. After that, what should you do? Yeah, let's create the frame rate per second. The C should be uppercase. Clock. The C. That's cool. Okay. After that, what should you do? Let's, yeah, show the game, display the game using while true. We have to update all of the changes. Clock the tick. 60.
Otak. Kira
What?
fiksi apa?
It's a number from 1 until whatever. But don't, okay, 60. That's enough. Okay. You can see the output of your code. Tada. Oh, you should import the random first. From random, import branded. In line 3, maybe, because branded isn't defined on there. From, okay. From, okay. Everything or random, it's also fine. Everything is a star. Now you can run your code. Okay. Stop and run again. Now, Alicia, do you have question for us before we continue this learning?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, many of my students will ask about the while true. Why? What? It's weird. Why? Yeah. Many of them say, why I should say while true. I mean, w- it's not condition, right, Alicia? But why? That's a good question if you ask it. But if you understand about that, that's we can continue. Okay. So the second one, we have to create an area class and then label class. Okay. This is will consume yeah, many times. So I will give you my code, or you wanna create from scratch, Alicia, just for the class. Okay. You can learn it, and of course I'll explain it. But maybe you have to see it first. You want?
Maybe.
Okay. Let's paste this class. I'll explain this class for you first. No. You can go into your screen, because it's I use your time too many, so saya tidak ingin demikian ya. Saya lebih banyak yang praktik. Okay, copy and paste the code after line 7 before the while loop. Okay, because the while loop we have to create it in after the class has been created. In line 7, you can add that in line 7. After the line 7, You can hit enter on there. Mhm. Okay, paste. Okay, now uncomment the, oh, not in the while true, Alicia. Okay, okay, let's add the while true. It still has an indent. The indentation, Alicia. Oh no, I mean there is no in. Okay, and now uncomment the class. You know how to uncomment it entirely? Control and slide. Slice. Bukan slice ya. Slice. Yeah, block it first. Block all of that. Okay. On there, it's okay. Control. Oh, control slice. Ding, 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 ding. Nggak apa-apa. Nggak harus dari pagarnya kok. Dari pokoknya barisnya. Yang penting kena barisnya aja. Di uncomment. Nanti dia teruncomment kok. Kontrol garis miring. Slice. Oke. And two more. Two laps. Two lap. Okay. Now, what? Yeah, there is nothing will happen if you run this code, Alicia, because remember, class is just a general template, general code that you can use to create an object. It means that we should create object first before we, if we want to see the output. Okay, but I'll explain to you first. Okay, so based on the instruction, we have to create first area class, second the label class, and then if you take an attention on there, the area class will create from scratch. Okay, I mean it's created from scratch. I mean there is no parent class on there, and as you can see, the data or the properties we have x, y, width, height, and the color. Why the color is none? That's the question. The color is none because in future we want to utilize the color to create our card has color. Okay, and yeah, let's define it with a non-variable, or there is no value on there, so we have to say color is equal to none. Now why I need to create it? Because I mean kalau saya tidak menaruhnya berarti kan memang nggak ada nilainya, tapi kenapa harus melakukan ini? No, it's different. Jadi kalau Alicia melakukan color is equal to none, it means you will define something and the value, if it's not none, it will be true. I mean, we can add the logic later. Oke? Okay? Nah sekarang coba ke atas sedikit. Ada logikanya kalau nggak salah di atas. Oh, I mean the code. Ah, oh, nggak ada ternyata. Belum ditambahkan. Nggak apa-apa. Part 1. Okay. So now what's matter? The first one in line 10, I think you have to give an attention here. I say self.track. I create an object. The name is self.track. And then it utilizes the X, Y, width, and height. Okay. What is this exactly? So self.track with comment pygame.rec it will create a framework for rectangular. Oke, Alicia. Jadi ini akan membuat kerangka segi 4 kosong. Kerangka gitu, kayak kawat gitulah, kawat kosong segi 4. Pada koordinat X, Y yang sudah kita tentukan dengan panjangnya width, tingginya adalah height. Begitu. Oke, jadi ini kalau saya boleh anotasi, boleh di-enable, Alicia. Enable annotation for others. Ada di titik 3 zoom-nya itu. Ada kan buat stop share-nya, ada di titik 3-nya. Itu ada diklik, ada enable annotation for others. Ding, 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 ding. Oke, dan supaya Alicia in order to get a better visualization of what's happening behind the scene. Belum, Alicia, belum di enable.
Ya,
Udah?
sudah kayaknya.
Oh,
Sudah.
oh ya udah. So, what is this exactly? It will produce a blank rectangle for you, Alicia. And why it should be rectangular? Why it's not circle? Why it's not square or a square? It's the same with rectangle. Why it's not polygon or something like that? Because Pygame assume all of the objects in your game or in your property or in your code just like a rectangular. I don't know what is the main reason, but that's the assumption of Pygame. Okay, Alicia? So this is the comment. And then I also create a property for the color itself. And then the name is fill underscore color. The value is color and still none for now. Okay, now let's create a method called as a color. And then it will be implement a new color if you add a new color. So I replace this one. At first is color. Now I replace it by a new color. If you implement this method later with a new color, of course. And then what is dot fill will do? I mean, what's the difference from this one and this one? So this one is just the name of the property, Alicia. It will implement you a new color, maybe if you call it. But this one will draw the color on your screen. Okay? So this one just like ini kita membuat kotak. Kemudian ini penamaan warna-warnanya. Oke, jadi ini ada warna merah, hijau lagi tuh kita buat. Ada warna hijau, ada warna hijau lagi. Nah, kemudian yang ini, Devil ini akan menerapkan ini ke dalam kotak itu, yang kotak ini kemudian ditempel ke dalam screen. Oke, makanya ada pygame.draw.rect on screen, and then this is the color, and then this is the kotak, the square, the rectangular. Okay, and let's make it nice or better. Use outline, and basically it's like create something. I mean, it's just like draw something in screen, and then with a frame color and rectangle and with a thickness. Okay. And after that, collide point. What is this meaning? So collide point will determine, okay, Alicia, later will create our game just like you will click on a certain area or a certain point. So collide point will detect that, oh, Alicia, you have clicked on this point, at this point, on that point, like that. So that's the function of collide point. And if you collide or if you hit or click on the card area or the card area kartunya, so it will return true. That's why return self.rect collide point x, y. True and false. Okay, Alicia? And then lastly, for the class label, we'll continue this game later. Okay, could you go up below, Alicia? Class label is the inheritance class from area. And then I just want to create the label in here. So let's create a method. The name is set underscore text. This is will create a text for you or the word for you. And it consists of text, font size, and text color. The default is 000 or blank. And then what is this doing? So it will do first, let's create the property to make it easier. And then the name of the property, I rename it as an image because it's like an image. So, but if you want to say like self.word, it's also fine. I will use a particular font using this comment, pygame.font.sys and the Perdana is the name of my font. And if you want to use Times New Roman, Code, Serif, or something like that, it's completely fine. With font size that I have set earlier in here, and then after you define this font, we have to render it to make it smooth, okay, using .render method. And then what should I render? I should render the word or the text. And then this comment, this parameter will allow the rendering itself. And then I will color my text or my label with a certain color. In this case, the default is black. After that, what should I do? I draw it. It's not really nice. I use draw in here, the word draw. Maybe menempel, mungkin ya lebih baik. I don't know how to say that in English, but let's use draw. Nah, draw ini akan menempel sejatinya your label on your card or on your screen. So I add this parameter in here, shift underscore X, shift underscore Y. Why you have to create it, Mister? Okay, I'll explain to you. So this method will first will fill the color for you. And then what is the color? I mean, what is dot fill will do in here? So fill or dot fill method will draw you a new color if you set it with new color. But if you don't, it will don't draw it with new color. I mean, it will same with the background color, of course. So self.fill with new color or no new color. And after that, we have to bleed it atau tempel mungkin ya ini ya. Screen dot bleed nih maksud saya nggak tahu. Tapi yang jelas ini akan menempel Alicia. Screen dot bleed, tolong tempelkan tulisan ini pada screen saya dengan pergeseran sebesar Shift X and Shift W. Nah, sekarang apa itu bedanya self.track X, self.track Y? Self.track X will return the X coordinate of your object. And then self.track.Y will return the Y coordinate of your object. Okay? Now, what's the function of Shift X and Y? We have created a rectangular like this. And we have a certain coordinate, let's say 10, 10 in here. A Shift X and Shift Y will return, or it's not return, it will count the coordinate based on this X and Y. I mean, it's not from the beginning. Jadi kalau kita punya kanvasnya kan 250 kali 250, 0,0-nya di sini Alicia. Nah, shift pergeseran itu nggak dihitung dari awal sini, tapi dihitungnya dari X sama Y-nya objek tersebut. Gitu. Jadi itu fungsinya ya. Maksudnya apa? Nanti kan kita membuat labelnya itu kan di setiap kotak ya. Nah, kalau kita menghitungnya dari titik awalnya ini, dia akan susah nanti Alicia. Maksudnya adalah ini kan jarak dari sini ke sini nggak sama gitu ya. Maksudnya ini pun nggak sama. Jadi paling mudah menurut saya kita hitung aja dari setiap objek dengan membuat variabel namanya parameter namanya shift X and shift Y. Begitu kurang lebih Alicia. Now, do you get it? Or do you have question for me? Silakan.
I get it.
You got it. Okay, that's all for today, Alicia. Yeah, and thank you so much for being here, and I really appreciate your consistency and your spirit, even though you are not really fit right now. Thank you so much for it, and I hope you will, ya, menjadi orang sukses, menggapai mimpinya secepatnya. Before I end this meeting, Alicia, I wanna take a summary for this lesson. So today's lesson is we have not really implement, but yeah, we have, yeah, for maybe 50%, we have implemented our theoretical aspect, just like function, class, and many more, just like list, data structure, into a game. It means that, yeah, from this lesson, you will implement all of the things that you have learned. Okay. Now, one thing I just want to ask you, Alicia. What is that? Uh, what is our today's goal, Alicia?
Goalnya.
Yeah, the goal of today's goal.
Buat ini apa kayak kerangkanya itu.
Yeah, kerangkanya. What I don't know. What module that you have used in your game? The main module is,
Hmm, Ini masih pakai kelas gak sih? Enggak.
yeah, class. You have read. I mean, you read about that class, and the main module is the name of the main module. Paling atas tadi.
Import
Import. The name is,
PyCube.
iya, Pygame. So that's to create a game. Jadi itu memang spesial untuk pembuatan game ya, Alicia. And one thing, Alicia sudah merasakan gimana penggunaan kelas itu sangat mempermudah kehidupan atau belum? Justru mempersulit.
Mempermudah sih.
Oh iya. Serius kan ini, Alicia?
Iya.
Oke. Kalau gitu, thank you so much for your participating in here, Alicia. And again, get well soon, Alicia ya. Jadi sampai jumpa di hari Kamis, Alicia.
Oke.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.